Tear gas and protest. Bangkok is meant to be in lockdown. Instead, anger is back on the streets. Prime Minister Prayuth Chan-ocha is contending with both a pro-democracy movement that refuses to go away and a pandemic that is running out of control. Prayuth seized power in a 2014 coup and has been held in place since by a constitution written by the military. The mainly young protesters want to cut the army out from Thai politics for good, rewrite the constitution, and curb the powers of the once unassailable monarchy. Now the calls for Prayuth to go are also coming from some of the same people who helped him into power.
The biggest fault in the foundation of the current government is how they came to be. I'm not sure of any other country who could call themselves true democracy ever had a government that wrote the rule themselves and becomes a player.
It's a major reversal for Thanat, a 29-year-old property heir from Bangkok's elite society. In 2014, he was among the leaders of the royalist mass rallies that led to Prayuth's coup against the democratically elected government of Yingluck Shinawatra. The general has morphed into a civilian prime minister under election rules his critics say were stacked in favor of his army-aligned party. That has led to buyer's remorse among some of Bangkok's rich, who are the base of the conservative establishment.
I would own up to my mistakes. I just wish that my mistakes didn't cost millions and millions of people the chance of a competent and righteous government and democracy.
More than 5,000 people have died since the latest virus wave began in April, but just 7% of Thais have been vaccinated so far. The slow vaccine rollout has added to the anger on the streets. Meanwhile, the economy is in freefall. Yet Prayuth retains support in some quarters. Warisanan Sibawan Thanakit runs a royalist Facebook page for Prayuth's fans.
There are still a lot of Thai people who support the Prime Minister. They might not come out and show it, and it may seem that the support has shriveled, but that's only because people are fed up that the government hasn't used hard measures to handle the protests.
Experts also say Prayuth's position is likely safe as long as he has the support of the establishment, hated by the powerful monarchy. In turbulent Thailand, though, the way ahead is uncertain, with the young protesters demanding an overhaul of the political system, and Prayuth refusing to give an inch.
Who's winning, who's losing? It depends on the battle. If we're talking the cultural revolution, the revolution of the mindset, the pro-democracy protesters are winning. If we're talking the battle for the government, the battle in the election that may come next year, the government, the Prayuth regime still has the advantage.
With both a pandemic and political unrest, an anxious kingdom faces the unknown. Wichitra Dongdi, VOA News, Bangkok.